Hi, today we're going to cover a new feature of DECP which allows you to modify the MP grid, which is short for mission planning. MP grid is a feature of GML that allows you to modify enemy paths. So let's jump right in. Okay, I'll fire a shot. Actually, let's make them react a little faster so that we can see immediate results. And we'll also turn on where the enemy is aiming and where they wish to move to. In both cases, that's normally, or that should be, the location of OP or the player. Okay, so we see where they're aiming and where they're moving to, and they follow the path. Now let's take a look at the MP grid. I'm running a custom local level, which means I can press F9 to see what options I have, and we want to press 3 to enable the MP grid. So you can probably spot a few issues here. We have some empty blocks here, and also on the ladder, which we'll come to later. So if I move to an empty block, fire a shot within this enemy's hearing range, he wants to travel to the white dot, but the white dot isn't an allowed MP grid cell. So that's an issue. We want to make that red block green. So a new feature in DECP allows you to do that. Let's use the oBehind object. I'll get to why it's called that in a moment. Change it to add. I might make add a default because that's probably more often used, but for now, it is what it is. We save that. You should now see a green cell there. Perfect. Now if I stand in the corner with an earshot, he wants to travel to the white dot. The white dot is now traveling to a ball, therefore he can reach me. Next we'll cover ladders. Well, they want to travel up here, but up here is not pathable. So let's fix that. Oops. That should put the white dot in the green cell. Well, we have an issue. The white dot is indeed within the green cell. However, they can't travel to it because there's a space here. You might have noticed that there are green cells here. So MP grid was originally designed for top-down games. Let's see what that looks like. Here's a top-down game. So you can probably imagine what the MP grid might look like. These walls would be red because the enemy, the skeletons, can't travel to them, while everything within here is green. And we can see that that is exactly the case. And then if you want to use this for something a little bit more advanced, so you've got walls around here, like so, well, then they can travel all along the green areas, but they can't travel along the red parts. So if we look at the grid with that in mind, we can see they're able to travel all along here. So if we kind of pretend that there are little dots here where their feet are, these dots can travel along these paths. They can't reach here. They can't reach here because there's a gap there. So we need to copy what the staircase is doing and just add a green cell there. So let's do that. Let's see what happens. Well, it looks like it's working. Success. Now there are still some issues with enemy pathing that are present in vanilla. So let's try and make them able to come to that part there. It's reachable, but it's not quite right. Now that isn't something that I can easily fix, but at least they're not clumped right to the side. I mean, this guy is, but they're both not. Oh, okay, he stopped wandering. That's okay. So it's still, it's still limited. What else can we do with this? Oh, yeah. So It's tricky. Rewriting enemy AI is certainly something that has been on my radar for a long time, but I can't change it without modifying the behavior of enemies in all the workshop levels that currently exist. However, with the advent of DBCL levels, I can make DBCL specific changes, so I'll probably come to that later. So going back to go forward, I said, what else can we do with this? Well, say we want to be able to use this staircase, but we don't want enemies up in this room here. So I'm sure you can already imagine what we might do. Let's clear those cells. Now, they shouldn't be able to travel because they can't reach these cells. Perfect. Perfect. So they're traveling here because that's the nearest cell that they can reach that is within my vicinity. And let's add them back again. Just like that. And now they should be able to reach me. Well, this guy's still a fool. But it's better. It's certainly better. What was the next thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, why is it called oBehind? Well, that's one of the cool things about it. You might have noticed that this is an NC level, which means it is playable in vanilla. How is it playable in vanilla? This is an entirely new object. Well, it's not. oBehind is actually one of very few, perhaps 3 or 4 objects that are present in vanilla that do absolutely nothing. Therefore, you can save to your NC level, you can load it in vanilla, and it's not going to break a single thing. There you go.